Trust. Fluffy.
In a way, it's a little bit exemplary in the sense that you refuse to tell us what to do.
Organic.
Casual or very open.
The interaction is always very informal.
When it comes to my mind, all the collaborative style that they have, right?
Inclusive and you know, somehow more egalitarian.
It's more like, oh, let's just have a talk about this, and it's like very organic how things come together.
You will not find Nordic leaders micromanaging. Be part of the decision making.
The Nordic Leadership gives a lot of freedom and autonomy to the employees and so on. They are very pragmatic in that way to find solutions for problems, not culprit for problems.
They are approachable and more modest than leaders from other regions. I'm originally from Romania. I was approaching the person, I was writing to him, and I was always doing the whole hello Mr. Mr. Professor, the entire thing, and trying to be very careful about how I phrase things. And after a while he just told me, can we just cut the crap basically? Can we just be direct with each other, because that's how we do things here. So I thought that was an amazing thing, because it just makes it much easier to get your message across.
I started at the bottom of the hierarchy back in Spain, whereas you come here and you are the expert, right? Therefore, your opinion is the first one that is valued. It's like, that was the first thing, like, my opinion? The junior guy? What? Really? So that's huge contrast between you do what you're taught.
Yeah, I think it should be a Nordic export. I think the way that Nordic managers run their management style is extremely positive, and I think, yes, that you have to be sensitive to the cultural needs of other cultures.
I do personally like this leadership style, and I think it should be kept as much as possible, but of course it needs some local adaptation.
What we do in China, as I see, is like we follow your pace. You are the leader, and then you should drive this one. So this is something I see very different. I think for Nordic leaders, if they want to move out of, for example, Nordic countries, for example, to work in China, I think this is something they should be aware of.
Don't be afraid to be to take that step out of the four walls of the office if you go to Latin America, and try to be more physical. And I'm not saying that you need to punch the other guy in the face, but physical, you mean we also are very keen for physical approach. So when we haven't seen the persons in a couple of weeks, we're gonna say, hey, how are you doing? Or we're gonna shake hands, especially, or we're gonna say
bit, yes, that's
like that, right?
Guide them a little bit. So integration is the key. So you integrate the people by telling them how does it work and what you are not expected to do and what you will be trusted with. And you shouldn't, play badly with those cards.